What is going on, guys? It is Sam, the Raid Man. We are back with our daily video upload. Today we're going to be talking about a sleeper Hydra champion. I think he's a lot better than most people give him credit for. Previous fusion, a lot of people skipped him. It scored the half spawn. I actually got the 5-star soul for him too, and I think he's sneaky good. First of all, super sweet. Love, like, this is the embodiment of demon spawn. It's got like the little broken scythe weapon here. Don't know what this is fully called. If you know what this is called, let me know. Looks like a sword on this side and a little sickle on this side. So let me know what that's called. We got him built in Savage and One Piece Feral. He is an attack-based, pretty good damage dealer. So if we go down to Hydra, I need more area bonuses, but for now, 7,300 attack, 56k HP, 3,000 defense, 200 speed's a little slow, but you'll see why in a bit. Full crit rate, 296, just under 300,000 or 300% crit damage, 333 accuracy, 12% ignore defense, plus we'll have Savage, and then we also have Helm Smasher to have a chance to ignore more defense. He's in Crushing Rend, so for every first 2 hits on each Hydra head, it will ignore defense, and then when the Hydra heads respawn, that resets, and it's the first 2 hits on that Hydra head. Apparently a lot of people didn't know that, but that is how Crushing Rend works. It's on each head. When a head of decay is killed and another head of decay spawns, that's a new head of decay, and it will ignore the defense on the first 2. You can see Crushing Rend pop up then. So it's not as good as 6-star, obviously, but it is pretty good, especially because he's only going to hit each head about twice typically. Super quick announcement, got some pretty exciting news from Plarium. I now have my own promo code. So if you want to start a second account, or if you want to start your first account, if you've never played Raid before, you can use this link code to download the game. I showed this in one of my videos, but basically if you use this code, it will give you a free Karato, Fox Hunter, and 3 epics, Fane, Romero, and Vergis. And here it is, but I'll go ahead and put this in the description of my video. If you use this, you would get, like I talked about, the legendary champion from the Shadowkin faction, Karato Fox Hunter, who's a good damage dealer, pretty good control. You will also get Fane from the Skinwalker. She's a good damage dealing epic, particularly good for clan boss. You will get Romero from the Sacred Order, who is a partner champion, and he's pretty solid. And then lastly, you will get Vergis, who is from the High Elves, and he is a really good tank and kind of like defender type champion. Pretty cool looking too. So a great kickstart if you want to start a new account, or like I said, if you just want to start a second account. You can also pair this code with the Monkey King code or the Superpowers code and get one of those great champions as well. So that's pretty good. And his kit, A1, I could put one more book here, I think it's fine. Has a 55% chance of applying a debuff spread, taking a hex debuff and placing it on all enemies. If the target isn't not under hex, we'll spread one other random debuff instead. It's a solid A1. It's not what you're like, I'm not like thinking about where I'm targeting, but it can help. A2, attacks one enemy before attacking, places increased attack on himself, which is nice. He brings his own increased attack, and then he hits everybody else, or repeats that single target hit on everyone else if they have a hex debuff. We'll ignore shield if they have it. That's more for arena, but not many Hydra heads will have shield, but it is possible, I guess. I also just noticed that he's got some pretty nice hair back there. A3, Infernal Malediction, 3-turn cooldown. Before attacking, places hex, which is nice. Damage inflicted by a skill increases by 20% for each hex, stacks up to 100%. So that's going to be 80%, basically, assuming we place all 4 hexes, which it doesn't matter about Poison Cloud, and doesn't matter about weak hits, because it's just placing. It's just an accuracy check with a 3% chance of being resisted, obviously. And then heals himself for any hex that is resisted or blocked, which is fine, I guess. Whenever he hits somebody that doesn't have a hex, he feels it's terminated by 10%. Whenever he's hitting somebody with hex, he ignores 15% defense. We got Savage, 12% ignore defense from the, area bonus. That's the word I was looking for. So that is 25 plus 12 is 37. Crushing Rend, we're going to ignore 35%, so 37, 35, 72%, and then we have a 50% chance of ignoring another 25, so that would be 97% damage. I believe, I'm not 100% sure. I guess it depends on which level of Hydra we're fighting, what level the heads are. So this would be 28% here, which I think we are going to do hard. So he can hit really, really hard. I have him in that 5-star Crushing Rend, which gives him a lot of extra stats too. I'm going to manual the team, but I'll probably speed it up so you guys don't have to watch all of it. This is the team I'm running. And originally I had this, Cardiel Speed Lead, but I actually, use Shamail because I don't like the Perfect Veil. So in case head of Torment comes in here, I want him to be getting boosted by Shamail and getting extra turns. So we'll walk through a few turns, kind of show you some of the numbers. It is going to scale a little bit, and then you'll kind of see. So we got Lydia for decreased defense and weaken. She's also bringing in increased speed and strengthen for our team. We got Chris here as our provoker, ally protector, buff extender. Cardiel, healer, ally attacker, and cleanser. Shamail, damage dealer, and then boost counters, the head of torment. Now, Skora definitely is slow, but hopefully we'll start getting him boosted with that head of torment out here. So we're going to go ahead and do the A3. This is going to place the hex. We got it on all 4 of them. 120 to 140, so nothing crazy. But now we can start targeting this head, and the 8th 2 does hit pretty hard. So I want to show you at least one of those. Increased buffs here. You might kill this head pretty soon with a cardio ally attack. Yep, or just died from HP burns actually. Everything's blocked, wonderful. Gonna cleanse and place more buffs on. All right, come on, Scored. Take your turn, buddy. Take your turn. We're not gonna have decreased defense and weaken on the decapitated head, but we do on everyone else. My goodness. Here we go. So this one is gonna hit here, plays increased attack on himself, repeats on everyone under hex, which is everyone else. So let's slow this one down. I think I've seen some pretty big numbers here. 530, 130, 176. So not the best numbers. You got a weak hit here, but we've seen some pretty big numbers. I've seen 500 or 600K from that hit before. No decreased defense and weaken on the decapitated heads hurts. So you would definitely get bigger numbers on decapitated heads with decreased defense and weaken. So that's gonna be it. I think we're gonna get pretty good numbers here. We are only on hard, but he's a raw damage dealer, meaning he's not enemy max HP, he's not HP burn activation or anything like that. He's just hit. You know, he nukes. All right, let's hit an A1 here. 236 with a little debuff spread, pretty cool. Or chance hit a debuff spread. But yeah, he just hits raw damage, and so I think hard is probably the limit for that. Maybe a brutal. Probably not nightmare. At nightmare, you kind of want HP burners, champions who stack their own attack, like Varl, Ninja, Toshiro, or HP burn max, enemy max HP. So I'm gonna go ahead and take myself off and speed this up, and I'll come back at the end with the damage. We're back. My camera fell down. That's what happened while my thing was offline. So coming here at the end, we got 22 turns left. We are just under 300 million. We should just hit it any second now. Definitely next score hit will get us there, but potentially some more masters or something might. 733. Oh, this will get us there right here. Shamail will take us to 300 million. Oh, just short. There we go. Cardio did 300 million. Just like that. Pretty solid. I'm sure you watched some of it. His hits hit hard. This has got a poison cloud, so it's not going to hit. We've got hex everywhere else though. Boom. 264, 171, 26 plus the shields. Pretty good. His A1 hits hard, 207,000. Decapitated heads with decrease in defense and weekend. He hit for like 800,000 a lot of times. Basically, potentially 2 AoEs. I will say one thing that I didn't do very well. I was on manual, but I'm kind of on auto mode. I'm watching videos, listening to music. I turned it on auto and stepped away for a little bit. So it's not like 100% optimized, but it's more than, I don't trust it when it just sits by itself. One thing that could definitely makes more sense is with his A2, he attacks one enemy and then repeats attacks on anyone under hex. So the logical conclusion is attack someone who doesn't have hex, and he will attack everyone else with hex. And I'm not necessarily thinking that. I'm kind of thinking this is the head I want dead, bow, 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 and just straight up attacking them. So that's something that I definitely could have tweaked or optimized. But still, I think really good damage. 306 is not like a crazy score, especially on hard. But again, he is doing the damage and he's doing a lot of it. 879 on an A1, pretty cool. 308 million, scored with 137 million damage. Cardiel 23, he is built for damage. Supreme Gallic is great. Scored did twice his damage. Chris did 21. Shamail, again, also built for damage, +3. 5-star blessing as well. 5-star blessing as well. He did more than Cardiel and Shamail combined by 2. Like Cardiel, Supreme Gallic, Shamail tied, scored basically. Ballpark. Lydia with 11 million, obviously. And it's a lot of damage, guys. He's really, really good. The 5-star soul makes a big difference because we're getting so much more ignore defense. That's where you get those big numbers. I think he needs an aura, and I think maybe a little bit more in his kit, maybe some kind of passive where he stacks or something, and I think he could be like a top 10 Hydra champion. His kit is good. 3 turn cooldowns are good. I shouldn't have kept that result. My thought was I'm going to keep this and then go out and show other things, but we pulled champions from other teams, so that's a little frustrating. Okay, this one is super cool. This one, I think, again, makes a lot of sense. Potentially remove the part that heals you and maybe place like decreased attack or decreased defense or weaken, or like a good block buffs would be amazing, right? Hex and block buffs would be super cool. Debuff spread is awesome here. I kind of wish it was hex and another debuff, or if there's no hex, just another debuff. I think that's a good boost to the A1. And then this one is fine, I guess. The passive is fine. I would prefer something that stacks attack, but ignoring more defense definitely does not hurt. Anyways, I think super fun, super slept on champion. You know, I went for him and some people were like, why would you go for him? Why would you go for his soul? And well, it's not like account changing. I think he could be for some people, but also I think he's cool. And I really enjoy messing around in Hydra. I think that's one of my favorite areas of the game. And I legitimately had fun doing that manual run right now for 70 minutes or whatever it was of my life that it was. So anyways, If you like my daily content and you're really enjoying it, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the support, and I'll see y'all on the next one.